Hey guys, this is the Stupendous Wave, and we're doing a podcast today about the Jurassic World TV spot during the Super Bowl. Very, very amazing trailer spot. Now, we're all just going to share our thoughts and just kind of have basically a long conversation about it. So, does anyone want to go first, share their thoughts on it? Uh, no? I guess, Bryce, do you want to go first?
Sure. I love the TV spot. It's so much better than the first trailer, even though it's a TV spot. But we all knew it was going to be an action-packed TV spot, which it most certainly is, and does show a lot of CGI. But there is some animatronics in there that you can spot out, like the Apatosaurus. But yeah, I really like this, and I really hope we can get some more clips, TV spots, and things like that soon. But yeah, I love this so far.
Yeah, the animatronic was really nice to see. One of the big complaints, though, about the trailer is that too much CGI. I don't really know how I feel about that. Any of you guys want to talk about that?
Sure. Yeah. Not only is Jurassic Park known for its amazing, groundbreaking CGI, but it is known for groundbreaking practical effects. And it's just the thing now. Nobody likes practical effects. And as much as I love it, the general people don't. You know what I mean? They focus on CGI. It's just the way it is. Practical effects are almost really gone. So, I hate it too, but, that's just the thing now, man.
Well,
after all, this is what we are talking about. But yeah, I do agree that sometimes there's just way too much green screen or blue screen or whatever. They need to show more animatronic because, like I said again, it's Jurassic Park we're talking about. It needs to be good when it comes to these kind of movies. It has been good in the past. I hope they keep it at least as good, if not maybe even better.
Well, for me, I just want to kind of put people's minds at rest. I don't mind the CGI. I think it looks really good. I think it's amazing. Yeah, it's nice to have an animatronic there because the actors can interact with it, but it doesn't really bug me. It's a trailer. Now, if there's like one animatronic in the whole movie, that might bug me, but there are Raptor animatronics that we've been seeing, so I'm not really worried.
Very true.
Yeah, I think the CGI is a lot better, because in the first trailer, nobody really liked it, especially the Mosasaur. It looked horrible. But then you saw it in this trailer, and it just looked amazing. So I think they really fixed a lot of the CGI and made it look a lot nicer.
Yeah, in the first trailer, it really looked more like a whale, and in this one, it definitely looks like more of a marine reptile.
The thing that I really like about this now for Jurassic World, when we saw the first actual trailer of Jurassic World, everyone was complaining about the CGI looks crap and all that, but people need to remember CGI has changed from 1993 and now. And to be honest, I think this CGI is better than the Godzilla CGI, don't get me wrong, but what I've seen today, I'm proud of. And we're still in production, if I'm correct.
Post?
Yeah, post-production, sorry.
Yeah, and it was like 5 months or 4 months, like when they released that first trailer. So a lot of the CGI wasn't finished. So for what it was 5 months ago, it was actually pretty good. But now it's been upgraded and it looks a whole lot better.
Yeah, and also in the leak stuff, the Raptors totally look different. They're completely different looking.
Oh yeah, they were stand-ins, obviously.
But they look great. I mean, the CGI looks amazing, in my opinion. What do you guys think about the Indominus? Like, we get to see a little bit, really, not really the first time, but we get to see more of how it moves.
The thing what I like about the Indominus at the moment, what I've seen so far in the second trailer, is that there's one particular scene what I like the most is the eye bit. It looks like a crocodile, how a crocodile opens its eye when it's in water or on land, and that's really interesting. And plus, how big the mouth is. It's just, oof.
It almost looks like a T-Rex from King Kong.
Yeah, the mouth is it opens super wide. It's pretty crazy. It opens way wider than anything we've ever seen before.
I love to see more of the iris thing, but I have to be honest and say we show too much of the iris. They should keep the iris more of a surprise in the movie. Actually, in my opinion, I'm not really sure if you guys agree. But I have to agree with Charlie, but I also love the shot when we see the eye of the iris hiding in the bushes. And also love the scene where we only get a glimpse of the, like you guys said, of the jaws opening super wide when it's attacking a person in the jungle.
You know what I think that shot is with the Irex eye?
What?
I think it's it watching Chris Pratt and that worker in his paddock, and it's about to come out and chase them.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like rumored a while ago. Maybe it was camouflaging in the same time.
Mm-hmm. It's set to turn green.
At the same time, that would be really cool. I think it would be really cool if we would get to see the camouflaging abilities.
Yeah. Something is the eye is supposed to be red. We've been hearing for a long time that it's red. And we get a really good look at it, and it's not really that red. So what do you guys think is going on there?
It looks
the color now. Actually, I have to be honest, I actually feel I do prefer the new color of the eye. I think it has more of an orange michael and more yellow eye instead of the red. I'm totally fine with that. I think it looks great. I think it looks awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, because in the pictures, the leaked picture we got, it was red, so I might have changed it, though, to a more orangish color now.
So,
Yeah.
Sorry, Corey, you've been trying to talk. What do you want to say?
No, it's okay. I enjoy listening to you guys. I was just going to say, yeah, it definitely looked yellow. And then something I was just going to pitch in there earlier was, I don't know if any of you guys have a problem with this, but the way that they're portraying, I think the way that they're portraying the Irex in the trailers is they're really making it out to seem like a villain, you know? It's not really coming off as like an animal to me. It's more of like, it is hunting for sport. Like, this thing is killing for fun. We need to kill it. It's the bad guy. I don't know if any of you guys picked up on that, or?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
Can I, with the eye thing, I know it might sound dumb, but it's got the camouflage abilities, but do you reckon it might change its vision? Like, for example, at night it could see like in sort of like night vision, sort of like full.
Yeah, like if it still has a snake, it can kind of see infrared, probably.
Infrared colour.
Yeah.
Because if they're finding it hard to find them in the thing, this guy's using this advantage of its abilities to hunt down these people. But one thing that really interests me the most, when you see the animatronic, what's the
Apatosaurus.
Apatosaurus, yeah, on the floor. My theory is that, you know, people have been saying about, oh, it's got the snake DNA. That could be like the DNA of the snake venom biting, and it comes back to finish its victims off.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's something like that. That Apatosaurus is not fully grown at all.
That looks juvenile.
But I wonder what like stopped the Irex from killing it, like finishing it off.
Most likely the gyrosphere. Ty and Nick in the gyrosphere must have hit its leg or something, or diverted its attention.
Yeah, that's something.
Because it will kill anything that moves, so it must have been chasing that.
That's something else. Like, is the gyrosphere on a track? Because if you look,
No,
there's no track.
It's not.
It looks
It's
like
not.
it could go
It's
anywhere.
originally on a track to start out with, but once they get out there, they can control it themselves with a manual stick inside the cart.
That's really cool.
Yep.
But I don't know. Doesn't it seem a little bit? Yeah, doesn't it seem dangerous?
Actually, the gyrosphere, sorry, they don't ride on the track. They actually do run on the open grass field. Sorry to interrupt.
Oh, that's fine.
I was just going to say, but like, it looks like it's in the middle of a stampede, so wouldn't somebody be like, hey, probably shouldn't let kids control this because, you know, they might die.
Yeah.
Yeah, because if you can see in there, there's Triceratops, Stegosaurus, Apatosaurus, and Parasaurolophus. You can't see the Parasaurolophus, but they're in there. But yeah, I don't think they should trust that with the Triceratops horns, especially because they could pierce through that class super easily. But I think the dinosaurs are either stampeding just on their own or being chased away from the Indominus, and that's probably why the Apatosaurus gets singled out. It must be like a lone slow Apatosaurus, maybe sick or something, and it just decides to pick that one off and just attack it, and then the Gyrosphere comes out of nowhere with Ty and Nick in it, and it just decides to chase that one then.
Yeah, that's a good theory. Like that, maybe that's why they're stampeding, and Ty and Nick or Zach and Gray, they're just kind of confused, what's going on, so they just kind of go with the flow. But
because their faces look worried in that shot.
Yeah, they don't look like scared yet. Like they're not screaming, so I would really think that they really have no clue what's going on at that point in time.
They're confused or something.
Yeah, they're going to have a surprise. But again, with the Gyrosphere thing, if you look in the first movie, of course, like the people controlled the cars, like the command post, or the command center. So maybe I'm thinking the command center can take control of the Gyrospheres if need be. Like that's definitely
possible, yeah.
That's definitely what I think would happen, is that they would be taking control of the Gyrospheres if things got too hairy.
Well, on the website,
was nobody watching the Gyrosphere then when the T-Rex shit goes? I
think Chris Pratt and Bryce Dallas Howard are in the control room because they go out there and find the Apatosaurus laying on the ground there.
The Gyrospheres can control themselves, though. Like if they close to the dinosaurs, it'll steer them away.
Oh, really? Did they say that on the website or something?
The website that it'll back on track if they get close.
Nice.
Because they're definitely too close to those, to the dinosaurs in the trailer.
Yeah.
They look like way scary. And also, Axel pointed this out. The Stegosaurus looks like it's moving really fast.
Yeah, it does.
Do you just kind of want to say what you said earlier, Axel?
Yeah, just like you were saying, Richard. I was pointing out when I saw the trailer with the Gyrosphere rolling in the open field again, with the Apatosaurus and the Triceratops and all the Stegosaurus, they all are running across the field for whatever reason. Is it just me, or does it look like the Stegosaurus are running way too fast than they really could in real life?
They look like they're galloping almost.
Yeah, they're going. Yeah. They're hauling.
Yeah.
I don't think they can really run that fast in reality.
Probably not now, but they are genetically altered with something. And if you read the website, they're actually genetically altered with birds and crocodile DNA this time, not frogs.
Yeah, to get rid of the
breeding problem. Yeah.
Yeah, but the T-Rex is like the T-Rex still has the frog DNA. That she's an original.
But she's the lone one. There's no other T-Rex
to
meet
exactly.
with.
That's something else. She's the only T-Rex still. So she's got that whole paddock to herself. And on the website, if you look on the part cams, like you really don't see anything in the T-Rex paddock at all. Just
Not
like
yet,
frames.
but I'm pretty sure what the cool thing's going to be, like, right up to the release of the movie, you're going to check the park cams and you're going to see dinosaurs running around everywhere in all those park cams.
That will be awesome.
Yeah, I would love that.
Make sure if that happens, you warn us, Stupendous.
Warn you guys?
Yeah, like, if it happens, like, hey everybody, check the park cam.
Yeah. So another big thing that's got people worried is the lack of T-Rex.
I was going to mention that.
Yeah.
I had one problem with this trailer, and it was, I'm a big T-Rex fan, and that last one I was like, okay, no T-Rex, but the next one, for sure, they'll have it. There's no way they won't. And then they didn't have it with this one, and I really would have thought that they would have showed the T-Rex, because if there's any vibe that I'm getting from this movie, it's really trying to pay homage to the first Jurassic Park. I'd say if anything, it's kind of trying to avoid the other two, because, I personally like them because I love all Jurassic Park movies, but most people, general consensus is the first one is the best or whatever. So I feel like this one's trying to, stick to that. And the big thing about the first one was the T-Rex. So if anything, I really thought that they would have advertised, hey, look, remember Jurassic Park 1? T-Rex, here you go. Be happy, like our movie. So.
Yeah, go ahead.
T-Rex a lot, and they didn't show one of it yet.
Yeah, we haven't seen anything of the T-Rex. But this is kind of what I think is gonna... It's like, the T-Rex and the I-Rex have kind of switched spots almost as far as marketing goes. Like, we're seeing more of the I-Rex, but the T-Rex is really probably going to be the big reveal in the movie.
Yeah. I think they're hiding that right now. Till, like, trailer 3 or something. Because they want to... It's most likely going to be a surprise, like, at the end. It's going to come out of nowhere. But yeah, I don't think they're going to show it off too much. They may show it off just in trailer 3. I think we'll get our first glimpse of it, but I think we'll only see one glimpse of it before the film comes out.
Yeah, don't get me wrong or nothing. I know. Don't get me wrong or nothing. In a way, I'm quite happy that we didn't see the T-Rex in the trailer because it builds up the more hype for the T-Rex that we want to see the T-Rex. And it's good that we know what this I-Rex looks like now because it gets it off people's back and they're not worried what it looks like now. But I think like Jurassic World and the other guy said, maybe the third trailer, but I think I prefer more of a hype for the T-Rex than the I-Rex now. Because
I would have liked the shot in this one if they would have just like had a shot where they pan in and they have Tyrannosaurus Paddock or Tyrannosaurus Kingdom right there. That would have been just perfect. And they have it roar and just fades to black. That would be just perfect.
Yeah. What do you think, Nick?
This isn't involving T-Rex. This is back to the I-Rex. But I noticed that in the first trailer, when Chris Pratt and the were looking into the Paddock, it was not to sound racial, like a comment here, but the guy was white. And if you look into this next trip, guys, the Hispanic, so I don't know if which that if I was actually CGI or not. But another thing is, I can't believe how big I-Rex was that he could just pick up a grown man, one claw, off right there.
That is something. There may be two other workers. There's one that's the younger one, and there's like another guy in there observing the Paddock somewhere.
Yeah, they're wearing totally different hats. They're wearing different hats too.
Yeah.
So they're two different guys.
Yeah.
I also think that the T-Rex will be one of the good parts for Jurassic World. And I also agree to what you said, Charlie. I also like that they didn't show anything of a T-Rex because I think she will be more of a surprise for the movie. But don't get me wrong, T-Rex is my #1 favorite dinosaur. She always has been. She always will be my favorite dinosaur. But again, I also want my favorite dinosaur relevant to be a surprise in the movie.
Yeah, something I really enjoyed about the trailer is they show us the I-Rex, but it's really in bits and pieces. And that's what's amazing, because really, if you piece everything together, you know what the I-Rex looks like. But, because, like, we see its body real quick, we see its legs, we see it running, we see its claws, we see its teeth, we see its upper part of the face. But,
Shadow.
yeah, it's really interesting because, I don't know if you guys noticed that, when Bryce Dallas Howard or Claire says, "Do you think it's too scary for the kids?" you can hear the I-Rex roar in the background. I don't know if any of you guys saw that.
I love that dialogue right there. Do you think it's too scary for the kids? And Arafun Khan says, I think this will scare the adults. I love that scene.
Yeah, give the adults nightmares.
Yeah.
It really is going to be one scary dinosaur because...
It's good, right?
Oh, yeah.
Excuse me. So, what do you guys think about the thumb? Like, that's a big thing.
I don't like it on it. It looks too weird.
I'm alright.
It's strange, though, just looking at it has 4 fingers. If you, like, have a picture of it, it looks really weird. I don't know. I probably won't even see it and, like, observe it in the film too much, but if you have a screenshot of it, it looks really weird.
Yeah, you know, it actually doesn't bug me. But none of the dinosaurs that it's spliced with have thumbs. Like, what is going on? Is there human DNA?
Right? Isn't there human in it?
That's a big rumor. It's not confirmed or anything.
Oh, okay.
I don't think it does.
Yeah, but it's really different. Like, it literally looks almost like a human hand, only with 3 fingers that are really long.
Yeah.
It's really pretty disturbing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't personally have a problem about the Irex as a thought because we know that the Irex is supposed to be very, very different from all the other dinosaurs that will be in Jurassic World, and also because all of the not the dinosaurs, but all the different kind of animals that has been spliced with the DNA of the hybrid. So it's kind of like you tell me something that the Irex doesn't have or can't do. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Also, we get a really good look at its dew claw in this trailer, and we can clearly see it's a lot bigger than the others, but it's nowhere near being a long claw.
No.
Yeah, the dew claw, it almost looks like it's a little bit functional, but not quite.
Yeah.
Anyone else want to talk about something else?
The Pteranodons.
Oh yeah, the Pteranodons, of course. So we saw the shot in the first trailer, but now it's just added into the Pteranodons, like a ton of us speculated. And oh my gosh, the Dimorphodons and the Pteranodons are so scary.
Funny enough, I know it ain't. I find this funny in the trailer. I couldn't stop laughing when that girl gets picked up by the Pteranodons because that made me day.
I know who's actually getting picked up there.
Yeah, which actress is?
It's Katie McGrath, I think. I'm trying to find this tweet.
Oh, she's dead.
Yeah.
That's
and
something
if you
else
look in the trailer, you see like Zach almost grab Gray and like pull him down to the ground so he doesn't get swooped up. Like as soon as she gets swooped up, you see Zach like grab Gray by his head almost and like pull him down.
I don't know if you noticed this, but I think the Dimorphodons look more terrifying than the Pteranodons.
Yeah.
They're supposed to be.
They're definitely more maneuverable.
They look like little, like ferocious little seagull, like.
They're like flying piranhas.
Yeah.
Exactly. They're just, and that shot with them coming in is just terrifying.
Yes. Do any of you guys know how they actually managed to get out?
How they get out? Vic.
Yeah.
Vic is supposed to let him out, and that's Vincent D'Onofrio's character. His name is Vic. Forgot his last name, but his first name's Vic. He's supposed to be like the cause of everything, and which is interesting because we see 0 of him.
Yeah, I was gonna say. So, like, I mean, how do you guys think they're gonna solve this, problem? Right? Are they gonna kill every last one?
They're capturing the Pteranodons most likely.
Yeah, because of the Lego set, there's like Pteranodon capture.
Yeah, but
there's a lot of Pteranodons to wrangle.
Yeah.
Yeah. In this scene, they didn't show the helicopter getting swooped and taken down. That's actually Vincent D'Onofrio is supposed to be in there and getting killed by the Pteranodons. He's supposed to get stabbed through the glass.
Spoilers.
Irony.
Spoilers. There.
Oh yeah.
Be sure to use spoilers before if you say anything from now on.
There's the logo on the side of one.
Can I point something else out, if that's okay? Stupendous.
Yeah.
In the trailer, when you have Chris Pratt saying "We do it my way," and then you see the the Spec Ops team and the black guy? His friend.
Yeah.
Do you reckon when he has the raptors? Do you reckon the raptors will attack the people? Because they only obey Chris Pratt.
Yes. In the leaked trailer, we saw someone actually fall down, and him have to run in, and we're basically seeing the end of that scene in this trailer, where a park worker falls down, and Owen just intervenes, and we see the end of it. Because if you look at his face, it's not an exercise. He looks worried. And also, I want to point out the construction of the Indominus Rex paddock is going on in the trailer.
Yep.
Is that the nighttime part?
Yeah. Now, it doesn't look completed at all to me. Like, I don't think the Indominus Rex is in the enclosure at that point.
I think that's that may be at the beginning, actually.
Yeah, and you know something else? It actually looks more similar to the Velociraptor paddock than it does to the Indominus paddock.
Yeah.
So could it be the Velociraptor paddock?
That's what I was thinking.
I was going to ask.
There's some cages in the background.
A long time ago,
dinosaurs.
Sorry. A long time ago, wasn't there a photo of a mobile veterinarian unit, right? And it had like a bloody handprint on it.
Yeah, it's to the left.
Yeah, are those? Is that car down there with the blue and then the red stripes on it? Is that a mobile?
Yeah, that's it.
Do you think? And that was, I think, that screenshot was at nighttime, right?
Yep, I think that's the shot. This may be at the beginning of the film.
Yeah, it looks like.
Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. I was going to say, yeah, it looks like there's lots of people and possible stuff could be going on right here. So you think, those could connect?
I have a perfect theory. What if they're driving out into the forest of Isla Nublar, trying to contain some of the raptors, while this guy that's getting dragged in the forest in the first trailer, he's like right outside the mobile veterinary unit, and a raptor grabs him from behind and like bites him a little bit. He grabs onto the side of the truck trying to hold on, and then he gets pulled into the jungle.
Yeah, because it's like even the structures in this shot, they don't look as, clean and pristine as the newer ones. So maybe this is, in the construction of Jurassic World. So, this is, 10 years ago or however long the gap is. I think you're right there, so.
You have something to add, Nick? Nick, are you there?
In that picture with the mobile, the paddock thing, the cage is being built at night, you can actually see like a structure in the right of the picture that it looks like there are two velociraptors in there. I think that's the Raptor unit because as you can see in one of the trailers when they're released from the cages, that big open space could possibly be where Owen tricked the raptors.
Yeah, I definitely see what you mean. There, it actually does
that
look
looks like a
there
raptor paddock place
could
right
be
there.
raptors.
I think for an Indominus paddock, it had to be a lot bigger.
Yeah, no way that's the Indominus Rex paddock. It's definitely the Raptor one.
Yeah.
But something else I noticed about the beginning, even the water looks better in the Mosasaur scene.
Oh yeah.
It's just.
Did you notice the monorail's not in the background anymore?
Oh really?
Yeah. It's not there anymore.
Wow.
Yeah, you're right. It doesn't. Yeah, that's not even there in the shot anymore.
I wonder if they took that out or something.
Or maybe it's just a little bit of a fast forward shot. Like maybe
but if you look in the original shot, you can see the monorail in the background. It looks to be much smaller now. Actually, that looks like a tiny track back there. I don't know.
Yeah, they definitely improved the special effects in that shot. There's a lot more splash and weight and everything.
I like that it's blue now instead of green. It used to be green, now it's blue.
It seemed a lot more tropical before, but it seems like it's very toned down now.
Yeah.
My other theory is, the stampede bit, the stegosaurs. I was going to ask you guys this: do you reckon they're just running for the sake of it, or do you reckon they might be getting hunted down by the I-Rex? Do you reckon that you've probably seen the I-Rex?
I think they're being hunted by the I-Rex for sure.
Yeah. We said this beginning, but yeah, I think it is the I-Rex chasing them, possibly.
Because don't get me wrong, because it might be the I-Rex, but we still got the other raptors. It could be the other raptors.
Well, aren't they on the other side though? I mean, this is in the safe zone, right?
Yeah, I don't think they could get through because there's a wall there. I don't think they could get over the wall.
Well, another big scene is the Indominus Rex running through the jungle and having the helicopter shoot at it. What do you guys think about that? Like, it looks to be pretty on point, but it still isn't hitting it. Do you guys think that it might wound the I-Rex potentially, or Is that the same helicopter that gets taken out in the leaked
No,
trailer?
I think that may be a different one, because this one has a minigun turret on the side of it. I think this may be a different one, but I'm not quite sure.
Yeah, I mean, it's absolutely a great scene. And where exactly is Owen when he's hiding from the I-Rex?
In the brush.
Probably under a truck or
Because if you
something.
see in the leaked trailer, you can see him in the brush looking up almost at something.
Well, you can tell he's underneath a vehicle, because...
Oh, that scene, yeah.
Yeah.
I got another theory, because I want to know what distracts the I-Rex. If he's hiding underneath that truck, something must distract it from giving it up. The I-Rex giving up trying to get Chris Pratt.
Possibly even the Stampede, because that's supposed to be like right after it escapes.
You know what that shot reminds me of?
What?
The Lost World with the T-Rex.
I was gonna say that, or it reminds me of in Jurassic Park 1 when the kid's underneath the car. Just the way the I-Rex is kind of like his head is really that low, and it just looks like that shot where the T-Rex is kind of trying to get.
Oh, yeah.
I have two things. One, you guys can actually see that one scene when he's hiding under the truck. You can see the worker's body in the I-Rex's mouth. Like, you can make a head and a hand. And on top of that, at night in that compound thing, do you think that's like their new headquarters after the park goes to crap? Because there are a lot of vehicles there, and that's that's Owen's main place to go because he's got the Raptors there. And when you see him riding the motorcycle with the Raptors, it's at night. So you guys think that he's gonna go track down the I-Rex at night when he's there?
Yeah, I really don't see what you're talking about when you say a head and a hand. But
If he opens his mouth, you can see like flesh in there, and you could just make out a person's body of mainly the hand, but you can also see a head too.
But couldn't that
I can see it a
couldn't
little
that be the tongue?
Yeah.
Couldn't that be the tongue? It could be either
You can see
one.
the tongue move up, but it looks like the hand's like right in front of the tongue. It's just hard to see, but
I would definitely say his teeth look a little bit redder, like a little bit of blood on there. So yeah, maybe he did just get done eating that other guy. But I mean, I don't actually see any body parts.
Okay. Anthony, you want to add something?
I just wanted to say that I saw the trailer and it was pretty good.
Yes, it was.
Okay. Is that it?
Pretty is an understatement.
Yeah, I mean, it was really good. It's probably one of the best Super Bowl spots we've ever seen. Like, in my opinion.
Best.
And it's definitely, it's longer than 30 seconds. It's 1 minute and 10 seconds.
it's a minute. Yeah.
So,
It was the most anticipated, and it delivered.
yeah, it really, it came out for me at least right after the coin toss.
Yeah.
So, pretty early. Anything else? We got a whole lot to talk about in here.
Yeah, one thing I want to say about is the Raptors' new look. Do you think they're more buff, like?
Oh yeah, for sure. But I think that's excusable because like they're well fed.
Yeah, like you said in your video, yeah, they look well fed and a bit fuller than they used to be.
Yeah,
Do you prefer this new look to them than the past Jurassic Parks?
I think
The first movie's always going to be my favorite. It's just the big one is awesome, but these guys, each one of them looks as big as the big one was. They're really big.
It slightly reminds. I know we get different looks of the Raptors in Jurassic Park ones, because in the Lost World we had like the kind of like orangey kind of like tiger kind of stripe look to the Raptors. In the third one we had the feathers. In this one they look like like I said, Raptors on steroids. The one thing, it's like, you know, in Predators, we had in the Predator films, we had the big Predators, the Berserkers. They remind me of, like, the Raptor version of the Predators, like the Berserker Raptor sort of thing. Because they look more stronger and more violent.
But I think it's only because they're really well fed and they've been here a long time. Like, in the Lost World, those things were hunting in the wild. They've been like, they've been hunting. It's probably a lot harder to get food. Same with the third one, and then the first one, they're definitely bigger in this one. I don't mind it at all. Like, I like it, but they really are big.
That's really cool. We are even bigger than Deinonychus.
I like the shot with the guy about to get eaten by the Indominus in the forest. It's really cool.
Yeah, it's like super low to the ground.
Yeah.
And
he could just eat that guy up one bite. That mouth is huge.
Definitely. The thing is definitely a big mouth, and really a scary thing. So I think we really have covered everything except for really the gyrosphere attack. And we get one extra shot of Chris Pratt jumping over a hill on his motorbike. But what do you guys think he's gonna chase after it? How do you think he's gonna hunt it?
I think he's gonna help them. He brings his raptors with him. They try to find the I-Rex, but they don't really know where the I-Rex is, so we try to track her down. They go looking for her somewhere in the park, maybe in the restricted area, or I don't know really, but at least doing that, they try to track her down in some way with his raptors on his motorcycle.
Yeah, I mean, I appreciate his effort and all, but I mean, I like that he's going after it. My question is, what in the name of God could he possibly do to it when he does get to it? Unless he has some grenades or something, you know. Good luck with that. Rocket launcher, maybe?
Well, he has a lot of automatic weapons, so...
He's got a raptor's club inside, man.
The point of view that maybe he goes with this, but he fails with them. That's when they might need the T-Rex's help. When they thought, oh, we need to release the T-Rex to slightly give us a hand with do you think that could be possible reasons?
I mean, I think we've all come to the consensus that that's probably what Claire's doing, right? You know, with the flare.
Yeah, it could be the I-Rex as well, though.
Trying to track the T-Rex.
It could be the I-Rex as well. It doesn't have to be the T-Rex. It could be either of those two.
But the thing what I like mostly...
T-Rex. Can I add something, guys?
Yeah.
I don't know if you know this, guys, but I saw this. Did you guys see the Today Goes Online behind Jurassic World? Because we once shot of this video, we see Colin Trevorrow walking in an alley, and apparently they call this alley T-Rex Alley, and it is the exact same alley, the exact same walls that are behind Claire in the trailer where she is holding the flare. So in that case, if that really is true, she definitely could have been somewhere else in either a paddock where they are either holding a T-Rex, they catch the Rex, or maybe it's the Tyrannosaurus kingdom. Did you guys see that? Today Goes Online?
Yeah, I did.
Mm-hmm.
I like that shot. That's actually cool. If the T-Rex is actually chasing her through that, to the alleyway, that'd be really cool.
Yeah.
That would be awesome. But do you also guys like, when Claire's trying to attract the T-Rex, do you think she will just, why do you think the T-Rex will follow her? Do you think she is attracted to the flare, or do you guys think that the T-Rex will try to chase and kill her?
Probably both.
Yeah, both, for sure. But she has to get... The flare definitely seems a lot more powerful in this movie than it was in Jurassic Park. So we can assume that it will last longer and stuff. And they're really illustrating it. It's actually one of the shots that have been in both trailers. So it's like...
yeah, I think it's a big hint that the T-Rex is going to be in that scene.
And that is definitely towards the end of the film because Claire is out of her lab coat. She's completely... she looks exhausted, to be honest.
She looks good.
Yeah.
She looks filled with terror.
Yeah, exactly.
I think that she attracts the T-Rex. That will blow my mind if she does that. If she is attracting the T-Rex.
Yeah.
She looks hot. Funny enough.
How do you? What do you think makes her like do that? Do you think automatically she's like, "Hey, T-Rex. Oh, I know, Flare." Do you think maybe she learned that from
yeah, it
somebody
might
else?
be like a really last resort.
Well, no, what I'm trying to say is like, what makes her think to use a flare? Is that just common knowledge? Does everybody know this, or does she ask somebody else, perhaps, who might have experience with the T-Rex
Good
before?
point, actually. I think it's possible that she could be told from someone that actually has experience. Or, I'm not really sure about this one, but I think this is correct, that many animals today in the animal kingdom are attracted to fire. Or we are scared of fire. Please correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah, for sure. There's a lot of animals afraid of fire.
Yeah.
But it's just the whole sight thing. Like, it really probably in the Jurassic Park universe gets the attention right there. It like focuses it really close as soon as it sees something like that.
I have something else.
Maybe somebody else who had experience with the T-Rex before, like Grant or someone else. Obviously, they wouldn't be in the movie, but perhaps they could make a reference or hint, a little Easter egg. Oh, somebody else told me that if it ever came down to it, use a flare because hey, it helps.
Yeah.
So to butt in there, you know what's interesting, because I just this just reminded me, in Jurassic Park 3, Alan mentioned about what's it in Malcolm's book. Maybe we might get a book from Grant from East and like saying about the dinosaurs, what they were attracted to. Do you reckon we might get a reference from the book?
Yeah, because we do know he wrote a book, so 2 books actually, and I bet that he would have said something in the book. So it's probably where they got it.
Yeah, I mean, again, like I said at the beginning of this, I feel like they're definitely trying to go for a very Jurassic Park 1 feel. So, they're making lots of those references. So I think they will definitely try to get as many of those in, because, I don't know where I heard this from, but I'm pretty sure somebody said it and I picked it up. This one's very, it's really trying to take us back to Part 1, be very reminiscent of that. So I'm sure with the flare thing, it could be any sort of things that could be referencing to the first one.
Yeah, I'm sorry, JP Carnosaur, do you have something to say?
I found JurassicWorldNews.com. Someone posted something, the dinosaurs in each exhibit, and they said for Triceratops territory we'd see Baryonyx and Montosaurus, and the trike, of course. Gallimimus Valley would have Gallimimus, Metrocanthosaurus, Pachycephalosaurus, Parasaurolophus, and Suchomimus. Gyrosphere would be Apatosaurus and Ankylosaurus, Cretaceous Cruise, Stegosaurus, Bamboo Forest, Microceratus, Mosasaur feeding Mosasaur. The 2 Pteranodons would be 2 pterosaurs would be in the Avery, and the T-Rex would have the T-Rex King. But I don't know if this is legit information, because it says Pachycephalosaurus is in Gallimimus Valley, and we know it has the Pachy Arena. And for the Cretaceous Cruise, it just says Stegosaurus when we've seen the Apatosaurus in the trailer. So, what do you guys think about that?
Probably not legit. Just because of those holes you just poked in it yourself. So yeah, probably. What do you guys think, why are the raptors not in the park?
Too dangerous.
They obviously are today for being contained in a park. I think they need to be. I think the Raptors need to calm down. They are way too aggressive. I think they could, just like T-Rex, can outsmart the humans. I think that's probably one what is training the velociraptors for doing?
Maybe it's a new attraction, like a lion tamer. Instead, it's Chris Pratt taming the raptors in like a show or something like that. So he's training them right now.
That would
That's
be
why they're not
really
quite ready to be in the park yet.
Yeah, training them for, like you said, Jurassic World, so they can get ready to be park environment and get them to cities.
Because I mean, if they're releasing something as dangerous as the Indominus into the park, you'd think that they'd have mastered raptors. But yeah. So, what do you guys think of the T-Rex? Like what we know about? Like, there's only one T-Rex. She's been here a long time. She's definitely the largest T-Rex we've seen in the series.
I think that's kind of stupid because, I mean, they know that the T-Rex is over 25 years old. So I'm sure another one cooking in they don't know the exact lifespan of this Rex is so they might have one in like the lab or something. And
Hold on, JP Carnator, your like mic is cutting out every other word.
Sorry.
It's okay. So basically, you're trying to say that there's probably another T-Rex cooking in the lab, right?
Because, I mean, this T-Rex is so old.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. We really. Does anyone know, like, in the Jurassic Park universe, how like what's considered the end of a lifespan of a T-Rex? Like, we really don't know.
35.
So she's really not super old. And
Yeah, no, I don't think so. I think she's old.
She's like middle-aged right now.
yeah, but I would definitely say she's not old.
Also, remember this, guys. This T-Rex has been in captivity twice. All animals living in captivity, they always live longer than in freedom.
Yeah.
Sure, the freedom probably for 22 years or something. But then again, she has been in captivity 2 times. She's been fed. She's been taken care of. I think she has a lot of years left in her life.
Yeah, I definitely don't think she's old.
Yeah, we do see like you did in one of your videos, Richard, on the T-Rex picture. You said that the T-Rex looks aged a little bit. I agree.
Yeah, she looks aged, but I would definitely not say she looks like an older animal.
Yeah, I agree.
Can I put something out?
Yeah.
In the actual novel, the T-Rex in the actual first film was supposed to be a juvenile. I don't know if they changed that in the film. Maybe it's just reached adult age.
Yeah, I think she's definitely an adult in the first film, but she's not old.
So, but the thing is, in the actual Jurassic World website, they did say we'd never had family feuds in the park yet. So I don't know if they're hinting out there's another Tyrannosaur.
But it also says on the website that there's only one.
Unless they're hiding one.
Yeah, but I don't think they would hide a successful attraction.
But maybe they're keeping it away from the adult because they did say adult Tyrannosaurs can be a bit territorial. Unless that's the male. I might be wrong, but...
No, she's a female. Yeah,
Well, they went in the book and kept, like, he said about the 2 T-Rexes, they might not want the younger ones mixed in there. It might be a juvenile, or maybe the exhibit's not as big as it should be, and that's why they don't put the 2 together. But I'm sure there has to be at least one more other record.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say for now, I only think there's one.
Yeah, I think there's one. Did you guys notice that taking this off topic a little bit, the Pteranodons don't have teeth in this one?
Yeah. I don't think they had teeth did they have teeth in the third one?
Yeah, in the third one they did have teeth.
Very tiny.
Yeah, you had a shot where it turned its head and you could see teeth in its mouth.
But very, very small.
Yeah. What do you think they took out the teeth?
What do you
Go ahead.
What do you think the Pteranodons are going to do with the people after they like lift them up? Since they don't eat meat, they pretty much eat fish.
Bull T-Rex said in one scene, which I think we actually saw in this trailer, where a person gets picked up and she gets taken over to the Mosasaur feeding show and gets eaten.
Wow.
And, like, the Pteranodon drops her in the Mosasaur feeding show, and she gets eaten, basically.
That's crazy.
Well, I would assume that they would eat them, but maybe take them off to a nest area.
What I'm assuming is I mean, let alone in this trailer, I'm assuming 3 people have died just by trailer. Assuming a lot more than that are going to die in the actual movie. So I'm assuming they're gonna definitely kill lots of people, but I think I would assume they're probably going to try to kill as little people as they have to, because I mean I'm assuming it's already reaching like mass murderer status. Like many people are going to die in this movie.
Yes,
so
I would love that.
Yeah, I mean that's cool and all, but I'm also assuming it's probably going to be PG-13. So lots of kids like Jurassic Park and stuff, and I like that this is taking a darker tone. I personally have no problem with this. I'm just spouting my opinion. So I'm assuming if it picks people up and takes them off, I'm assuming it'll be off screen. I doubt we're going to see any pterodactyls like swarming a person and tearing them apart and crap like that. So I mean, I'm assuming it's probably going to take them off screen.
Well, if you remember in JP3 when the Spinosaurus came out of the woods and bit that guy, that's a terrifying scene.
Oh,
they showed everything.
That scared me when I was young. That was definitely one of the more graphic Jurassic Park deaths. That and then Jurassic Park 2, when the 2 T-Rexes tear that guy in half. That was pretty.
Yeah. So.
Hardcore parkour.
So Jurassic Park really isn't afraid of shying away from gruesome deaths.
No, I think they get away with a lot of it in this film. And I'll be happy with that. I think they're going to try to keep it to a minimum, but we're going to see a lot of people die.
Yeah, so we have 1 confirmed death and 2 heavily implied deaths in the trailer.
Yeah.
When the guy is picked up, we can pretty much really, he's dead. And then when the I-Rex has his mouth gaping open, and he's literally, a foot away from the I-Rex, we can also assume that he died, but again, something might have saved him at the last second. Unlikely, but not confirmed. And then the lady that gets picked up, we don't know for sure her fate, positively.
Oh, you kind of forgot one, though.
Which one?
You forgot Jaws. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, Jaws dies, too. So, yeah, I think we covered everything, didn't we?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, wow, so... Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe. Thank you to all my guests. We have Jurassic World, Anthony Alicio, Axel, we had Mike G here, we have Corey, Charlie, JP Carnator, and I think that's about it. So, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, tell me what you guys thought of the trailer in the comments below, and have a great day.